Hey Chloe. Okay, so this is the daily video blog, which never seemed to go to plan. I'm kind of a bit busy, but I'm gonna email you loads of interesting stuff in a bit. Anyway, I'm home alone right now. My sister and my dad have gone to collect my mum, who's been away on a conference for the last few days. So I'm always like really weird about making videos when people are in the house, just because if they hear me, they'll be like, "What the hell is she doing?" So I can talk properly now. Now there's no one here. I kind of like being home alone. It's kind of exciting. Anyway, I'll tell you all about like recently in the email, but about today, because I probably won't go into detail about today in an email. We had it was like a pretty good day because in art there were just two of us, Claire and me, because everyone else is in a science exam. But I do a different kind of science. I do extra science, so I have my exam in June. But that was pretty good because like the teacher helped us loads. And then I had RE, which is like religious education. It is such a waste of time. But our teacher was ill, I think. So we had a supply teacher and just like chilled out and stuff. And then, sorry, I've got something weird on the screen. And then it was break time. And we have, in England, there's a thing called sixth form. And those are the people who are aged 17 and 18. So I think it's seniors in America. And they're a separate part of the school. They have their own, like, cafeteria. Except their cafeteria is being used for exams at the moment. So we're in our cafeteria. Like, we have a cafeteria just for my age, my year. And it was so annoying because they took all our seats, so we were just like standing up. That was alright. Then I had English, and we just like chilled out, basically. We were meant to be preparing for an essay, but she put us in groups and we just chatted most of the time. And then I had chemistry, where we just did like an experiment, which is quite nice. And then it was lunchtime, and I basically spent most of lunchtime with Dan. But it's like, we have circle tables in our cafeteria, so people don't really fit onto them. You can only get like 8 people onto them. So he had a seat, and I had like a seat on. There were two circle tables. I can't really explain this. 2 circle tables like together, like really close by. So I was on like another seat. Anyway, I was basically like wedged in between him and Claire. It's hard to explain. And I was chatting with him, and we were listening to music and like on our phones, like on each other's phones, messing around and stuff, and talking and stuff. And then it was maths, and the teacher was in a really bad mood because Nancy and I were late to the lesson, so we tried to get in the door, but I think, well, Emma said it wasn't her. I don't know who it was, but someone had locked the door from the other side, so we were like banging on the door, like, let us in, let us in. And Miss Hook came to the door, and she was really angry at whoever had like locked the door. And it was pretty funny, to be fair. But she was in such a bad mood, like the whole lesson. And I had to sit by a boy called Elliot because he'd taken Alex's seat, Alex Shrewsbury's seat. And I felt really bad, like, not going to my seat. Like, it looked like he really didn't like Elliot or something. So I went to sit by Elliot, and Alex got annoyed and annoying. And I also, there's a boy, I don't know if I've told you about him. I probably told you about him a while ago. There's a boy called Ben in my year, who, he's kind of part of the popular group. But he's really, really nice, and he's so fit, and he's so sweet. So he was like sat in front of me, and he was asking me about what I was going to wear to dance party. And I was like, oh my god, Lara Croft. I'll tell you about that in a second. And he was like, oh, that's a really cool idea. So we were just chatting, which was nice. And I think Dan had tried to text me, like, in every single lesson. When I got home, I checked my phone, and I had like 6 messages from him. They were like, oh, I'm in science, or I'm in maths and I'm really bored, and like telling me about his lessons and how he was really bored and he wanted to talk. And my phone was out of battery, so I only just got them. It's kind of bad. And then it was science, like, it was extra science. Everyone else has gone home except for like 30 people who choose to do extra science. And it's the biggest waste of time in my life because the teacher is so bad. I didn't learn anything in this lesson. Probably because I would spend most of the time talking to like Miles and Malachi, but still, she's such a bad teacher. But basically, I was just chatting to Miles and Malachi most lesson, which was nice. We were just like, talking about girls and stuff, and it was pretty fun. So I did like, you know how some days, I don't know if you have this, but like some days I'm really like, I'll talk to like girls a lot, and I'll be like really girl, orientated. No, I don't know what the word is. And then today was like a day where I just spoke to boys a lot, which is kind of nice. It's just like chatting to guy friends and stuff, which I enjoyed. And then after science, Dan took my phone. So I was, well, I don't know, half annoyed, half like laughing at it. He took my phone and then he like ran away with it. I was chasing him for ages and it was really annoying. And then he sort of like ran out of the school car park and to his, he lives quite near school, down like this little lane, and he started to run down that lane. And when he stopped, I got my phone back, and then he was like, "Oh, come here, say goodbye." And we kissed, and it was nice. And that's basically a good bit of my day. And I'm gonna go weird if I carry on talking about that. But yeah, anyway. And then went home with Nancy and Malachi, and that was pretty good. So yeah, today's been pretty good, basically, overall. Oh yeah, the whole Tomb Raider thing. Well, until yesterday, I think if you check your Facebook messages, I'll have sent you about this. But Dan thought it was really funny to pretend I wasn't invited to his party, which is not funny, by the way. I wasn't laughing. But I got invited in the end. And basically, all the girls are going as like schoolgirls. It's meant to be like fancy dress, but it's meant to be like, you know, slaggy fancy dress sort of thing. And I'm like, I don't want to do what like everyone's doing. I'm so cool and I'm so individual, jokes. I'm not gonna do that. I want to go as something a bit different. So I think I might be going as Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. Just as like a joke, because I don't know, Claire's brother has all these guns and stuff, not like real ones, you know, fake ones. So I'm gonna like take loads of them, and it should be funny. So I might do that, or I don't know what else. But the thing is though, at first it was only Alex and Nancy invited. Well, Dan was gonna invite Emily and I, but he thought he was being funny. But at first it was just those two invited, and Claire assumed that she was invited, even though Dan hates her. She just thought she was invited, and it's kind of gone on for so long now that she thinks she's invited and she's not, and we can't really tell her, and we can't really turn up to the party with her because she'll just get turned away. And then what do? We're not like allowed to go in really with her, without her. She'll be really annoyed. So basically, it's all a bit like OMG. So that's basically mon vie, yeah, my life at the moment. So I'll email you in a bit. I'm just gonna watch the movies tonight by myself. Chat to Dan because he called me earlier, and email you. So much love. Bye.